Hey, this is Black Bear Hunter coming at you again, and we're here to talk about For Pete's Sake. This is brewed by Duclaw, located in Baltimore, Maryland. 9% ABV, a Plato number of 21, 45 IBUs. Basically, this beer is a variant or just another version of Sweet Baby Jesus, which is another peanut butter porter. But this is basically a peanut butter porter that was a GABF winner. And so this is basically a more chocolate, more peanut butter version of that porter that raises the bar of that. That beer in particular was kind of silky, nice full body, roasty, like aromatic notes of like peanut butter. And of course it was peanut butter and chocolate. There was some coffee notes there, but same for this one. Only thing different is that it's a little bit stronger, 9% ABV, for Pete's sake. So basically a whole new level of a chocolate and peanut butter porter, right? So with that being said, I like the other version. It was a little too light for me. So one day I was in the airport. I was actually about to fly out of Baltimore, and they have like, you know, like a little Duclaw, like a little tap room, you know, in the airport. And so I was like, hey, how about one of those? I was like, how about the For Pete's Sake? Because it was new to me at that time. It might have been about 2 years ago. But at the end of the day, they was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Pour it in, pour it up. And I was like, oh, wow. It definitely was a stronger version. It was kind of like what I was looking for originally with the other, with Sweet Baby Jesus. And so, you know, it delivered. Nice appearance, nice like head, and good hop delivery. Like, you know, it had a little bitterness, nicely layered with the peanut butter, chocolate, and coffee. So yeah, I mean, you know, why not go ahead and share a little bit of Maryland's treasures. So at the end of the day, yeah, you know, this one is a little 12-ounce can. They come in 6-packs. I think a 6-pack or maybe a 4-pack. But yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's crack this bad boy and see exactly what's going on here, right? So not much CO2 coming out of there, but see, give it a nice little pour. Look at that head. Let's see if I can get a 2-finger hit out of that. Oh, there we go. 2 fingers. Look at that 2-finger hit. Wow. So, it looks good. Look at that. Pours a nice black cola brown type. Like, it's really dark. I mean, I can't really see any light passing through it. But I mean, you know, let's give it a while, let the head recede a bit and see what we have. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you saw that it had a 2-finger head, nice mocha color head. The retention is pretty well with this head. Like it's coming back. It's receding a bit, but it kind of hangs around there. And if you can see, you know, you got a little bit of lacing as it starts to recede. The lacing is actually sticking to the glass. That translates. I'm just guessing, but it might have a nice body and actually stick to your tongue that way. I always think about that when I see that. But, you know, I didn't really catch that much of an aroma from it when I cracked it. But let me go ahead and check out the aromas while it's settling a little bit. Oh, wow. Oh, really, really like heavy dose of peanut butter as soon as you smell it. a nice dose of chocolate. You definitely get like some chocolate notes coming off of it, not like some actually a heavy layer of chocolate coming in there. Hints of caramel, little nutty. I guess like, as you can expect, peanuts. You definitely can smell the malts, the chocolate malts. You know, it's definitely. Let me see. Let me try it again now. Yeah, definitely like a nice backbone of malts. Like I said, that chocolate and that peanut butter, but the peanut butter is now starting to change now that the air's hit it. And it's, like I said, it's I'm really thinking about drinking this. But at the end of the day, oh, look at that. Nice and frothy. Look at that. Ooh. That looks great. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's definitely right up the alley for a porter. Has like really great features. The look, the smell. To me, it's like you definitely can smell that it's layered and that it's like it smells really good to me. That's all I can really say. I'm not sure if it's going to be as good as the other. Yes, I am. I am pretty sure. But I didn't have it for this year yet. So this is basically a 2019. Yeah, this is a 2019. Or maybe a 2020. But it's pretty recent. Let's see. Let's see. Look at the canon date on this. Yeah, 2019. 12/9/2019. So this is a 2019 vintage. So at the end of the day, it's pretty fresh. Not too long ago. What, like maybe a month? But yeah, let's go ahead and taste it and see what we get out of it. Oh, I was about to break the rule. Cheers, YouTube. It definitely. What you smell is definitely what you taste. You definitely taste peanut butter. And definitely taste a ton of chocolate. The flavor is like right up front. But you definitely get something earthy. Maybe like peanut shells. That's what it kind of tastes like. It tastes kind of like peanut shells. Like, yeah. Kind of grassy. Like I said, it might be the bitterness might be from the chocolate. Maybe a little coffee. But it kind of balances the sweetness. It's definitely not sweet at all, realistically. You get that sweetness up front when you taste the chocolate and the peanuts. And then, like I said, it's consistently nutty and then earthy, but then also vaguely bitter, right? Bitter and earthy. But like the peanuts, though, I can't tell. Like, to me, I've had other peanut butter porters and peanut butter stouts, and the delivery was different. And I can't say that it tastes artificial, but it's something funny. Maybe it's like those earthy notes that I'm catching might kind of throw me off. But it's got a heavy backbone in chocolate that is definitely distinctive. It's really, I mean, like I said, it's balanced really well. And let me see. Let me take another sip. Like, it's warming up and it's airing out. And it's an easy drink. Like, it is good. Like, you're definitely getting peanut butter. You're definitely getting chocolate. Some type of coffee-ish, like, esque delivery. But it's good. It's definitely a good beer for Duclaw. I can see why they sold a ton of Sweet Baby Jesus. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite, but it was easy to drink. You know how you go into some venues and you have dinner, being a craft beer nerd, you're kind of like, hey, well, what beer do you have on your menu? And so you'll go ahead and you ring up, or you go ahead and you say, you'll see Sweet Baby Jesus on the menu compared to like Heineken, Corona, Miller Lite, Bud Light. You know, they might have a couple IPAs, and I'm a black beer guy. Like, I like some IPAs, but realistically, I'm going to just go for the first dark thing I see there. And I'm not really a big fan of Guinness, but I will drink a Guinness. So, yeah, you know, I've had times I ran into places, and they had Sweet Baby Jesus, surprisingly. And I was like, oh, let me get that Sweet Baby Jesus. So, yeah, here we are talking about For Pete's Sake now. So, I've never seen this out except for, like I said, at the tap room. So, you know, I have seen it canned before. I did get a hold of it, crushed it, cooked with it. Never did a review, and so here we are. But on the other side, mouthfeel for this, creamy, definitely smooth. This is actually, like a lot of Duclaw products, they refine their beers really well. The finish on their beers they do a good job with that. A lot of companies don't finish well. Like, their beers are not like it's like hazy or raw. Like, they actually, it seemed like the quality control, they verify their product. Like, some companies are not really that great at it. Like, you know, I've had a few beers like local, not like all beer companies, but like some of the locals. And so they'll have a beer that they'll put out, and it's just like, it tastes like I'm drinking a home brew, right? Like, so I don't know if it's the brewer's fault or quality control or how that works. But at the end of the day, like a lot of products that come out of Duclaw, it's meant, whatever you get, it was meant that way. But a lot of places I've been, they were like, you know, a couple things happened with the yeast, what we didn't expect, yada, 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 whatever. So at the end of the day, I like this one. I like this beer. So like I said, you know, medium full body, a decent amount of carbonation, fair amount of carbonation is on the lighter side. I don't mind that. But look at that, look at that, all in the glass. Like, and that's what it feels like on your tongue. It feels like it lingers on your tongue. So it lingers. It's a little dry finish, maybe because of the peanuts or whatever, but it has good body to it. Not an oily feel or anything, surprisingly, since it's peanuts in it. So I'm not sure if they're doing it with like actual peanuts or peanut powder. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really feel like powder. You've ever had like a good like beer and they have like cacao in it, and it's like, it has like a powdery finish to the beer. And sometimes I really enjoy that. But this one, I didn't catch that. So I don't know if how they, you know, aged it on peanuts. But at the end of the day, it really comes across the palate smooth, easy, and kind of sweet, but bitter. So there's like a nice contrast going on there, but they balance off each other. I definitely would like to take and age one of these for like maybe a year and crack it and see what I feel about it after a year. So yeah, overall for me, being that this is a bigger version of Sweet Baby Jesus, like it definitely is a tad thicker, which makes the brew feel a little bit more hearty and refined. It helps a bit, like with the notes, like as far as like tasting a little bit of caramel, tasting a little bit of coffee, tasting the chocolate, tasting the peanut butter. It makes it feel like real, like it's like there's a possibility that this is not artificial, which drives me nuts. But it gives me a hard time like determining. So like I said, that feel makes it feel like a higher quality product. which is not a big deal to me. I love it like that. I like a little, like a beer where there's a little viscosity there, you know, and like I said, this definitely lingers. But outside of that, not much of a difference. Like I said, the other beer applies the same way, but like I said, this is a little thicker, a little higher ABV, and they're distinguishable. Like there is easy to distinguish the two. If I was to blindfold and taste both, they would taste similar, but I definitely would be able to pick this out compared to Sweet Baby Jesus. It's definitely a beer on its own. I mean, you know, for them to even say like they're the same, I mean, you know, if you're a Duclaw fan, you would know as soon as you saw it and started drinking it. If you had the other beer, but this is definitely well done. Like I said, with a kind of iffy quality of being a bit artificial. I'm not sure if it's artificial. Maybe by the end of this glass, I'll be able to tell. Let like when it warms up a little bit. But that, if anything, that might be what I'm tasting, and it's, if anything, that's holding it back a little bit. But if they move away from that artificial delivery, then basically, yeah, we definitely have a great product. But right now, it's a really good product. I definitely would say it's a worthwhile try. I definitely say, of course, you know how I always say, go ahead and contact me. Let's talk beer. Tell me what you think, and yeah, let's chat. But at the end of the day, try it. I like it. Thumbs up. I'm not sure what they gave it on Untappd, but if I was to give it a rating, I definitely would give it like a 4. Conservative, yeah, I'd be conservative. On the conservative side, I'd give it a 4 flat, or maybe like a 3.9. No, I give it a 3.9. I would give it a 3.9. So at the end of the day, it's definitely a must try. A really good beer for Duclaw. And yeah, look forward to hearing from you again and talking again. Let's talk some beer. Black Beer Hunter, I'm out.